Okay. Hi, I'm Alexandra. I'm very happy to have this interview today with Melissa Hiemann, the co-founder of the Center for Healing and creator of certified signature courses. Last time we talked about root cause therapy. This time I have questions around the trauma-informed manifestation coach course, not to confuse with the free trauma-informed certification for coaches. So, Melissa, can can you please tell us what made you create your signature course, Trauma-Informed Manifestation?
So the trauma informed, I was going to say thank you for the wonderful welcome. And yeah, it's a mouthful to say the trauma informed
Yeah.
manifestation coaching certification. It's a long one, but I didn't like that's what it is. So how it came about was that I my introduction to personal development, I guess, was like a lot of people maybe was The Secret. So back when I was like 21, they had the movie The Secret, if any of you have heard about it, or the book.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
watched that and I manifested buying a house by 22, a sports car, a boyfriend with a Lamborghini, like all this amazing stuff. And then I proceeded to sabotage and lose everything and do it over and over again and just have these terrible patterns. So I took on the whole thing positively, go for what you want, blah, blah, blah. But there was a huge bit missing. And so then when I started getting into healing and trying to work on myself, I discovered trauma healing and NLP and hypnotherapy and those kind of things. And then, so for the last 8 years, I was on that journey, receiving it myself and then deciding this is what I want to do and studying it and working for myself and then eventually creating my own methodologies, combining what I found work from different methods. So then I was on this whole healing journey, and then so the mindset was I'll just heal this limiting belief and then better things will come in. I'll just heal this and that. But then I was like, why I'm noticing shifts. I feel a little bit better, but why isn't my life changing? I keep healing these blocks and my life isn't changing. And then I happened to work with a coach who is into manifesting, and it reignited and re-sparked the manifesting side because I had given up on it because I literally lost everything that I manifested. So I was like, that's crap. I was like so positive and ignoring all the negatives. But combining manifestation with healing completely changed everything for me and our family's life. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like it blew my mind so much how quickly I manifested. I smashed past income blocks, my health, like our family, everything improved so quickly. I was like, this is the key. So a lot of people teach manifesting on its own, and that's one thing. A lot of people teach trauma healing and healing on its own, and that's another thing. And I'm like, these need to be combined. And I was so inspired and so excited that I literally just started combining them and putting them into a course. Firstly, for people just to learn themselves, and then it turned into a certification so that actual people can become a coach and can coach not only themselves and their lives, but are certified to coach others.
Yeah, sounds very good. And I agree totally. It's working very well for me and my clients too. And yeah, like I said last time, I was looking for a while for the perfect teacher and school and program. So yeah, and this is it for me. And so in regards to this course, um, what did you put together and what resources did you use and what are your favorite authors around that?
Mm-hmm. So I put it together a lot because with our courses, well, for me anyway, because we do have the other teachers at the Center for Healing, but with my courses, I like to, and I mentioned this in the root cause therapy interview, but I do like to create courses that someone can come in with no knowledge and can learn from it incorporates the basics and the complexities and the tools. And so I've put in there the frameworks of like how to first wrap your head around that there's more
Mm-hmm.
dimensions than this dimension. There's more going on that meets the eye.
Mm.
And the workings behind manifesting. So not just like, oh, I put something on the vision board, but like actually, how does that work and why does it work? And how do we send signals to the universe of what we want? How do we have good luck and bad luck, that kind of thing? And so there's all that kind of background, the science, the dimensions, the spiritual side as well, how our soul works. But most importantly, like, how do we manifest through our humanness and our human body? So there's the information and the knowledge about the spirituality. There's guided meditations to activate that, to activate our third eye, to access the records and everything like that. But then there's the somatic approaches to, but we are a human having a human experience. So even if we're tapped into our intuition and it's telling us the next step, it doesn't mean that our body is not free. Like, if our body's not on board, we're not going to take action. We're going to sabotage, procrastinate, make excuses. And so that's one of the biggest blocks to manifesting, is actually taking the inspired action. So, we create a desire and then we get the information and we feel blocked. And so working somatically with the body, understanding that trauma, previous stresses, anything that's stuck in our nervous system can stop us from taking the action towards what is in the highest good for us and all. And so the processes, the tools in there are about shifting the resistance in our physical body and our nervous system. So then we can go towards our missions, our goals, our life purpose, discover what is in the highest good, and making sure that our desires and our goals aren't purely coming from our ego of feeling not sufficient or wanting validation from others or finally getting our dad's approval. It's actually coming from, okay, this is like why my soul came here, or this will be in the highest good, making sure we don't hurt anyone else as well. So it's coming from our heart, it's coming from our soul. So making sure we're not driven by our ego when we're manifesting. And it's also giving people permission to have what they want. I mean, growing up, we go to the shop and our mum and dad's like, no, you can't have that. No, 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 no. We just hear no, 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 and then when we like, as an adult, we're told, we're like, oh, we get jealous when other people have what they want, but then we don't give ourselves permission to actually dream about and go for what we want and what we truly desire. So there's a bit of that in there too.
Yeah, so I totally love this, that it's like life's sole purpose, the highest good. So not from the ego is so important if you want to change really society, but we come to that later. It's the only path, I believe. Yeah, absolutely. So, and for who are these trauma-informed manifestations?
Yeah, we nickname it TIMC or whatever, just
Okay.
to short it's such a long
Sorry.
Um, so this is for people. So I've had different people come through. So people that are already like therapists or healers or coaches, and they're interested in manifestation, but they don't really know how it works, or they want to learn more. So we get people coming in through that route. We get people coming in that are really into manifesting and they love it, and they like learn, like watch everything about it and read about it, but they don't understand how trauma can affect us, the nervous system, how our human cells can get in the way. So we get people coming in that route as well. And then we get people that, like, I had a couple of friends that signed up and they had a full like spiritual awakening from it, because they didn't have that awareness. They hadn't fully opened up yet to those possibilities. And because I have some science in there for the left brain people and frameworks, it allowed them to take the spiritual aspect on board and let it come in. And it completely changed their whole lives. So there's, yeah, people that aren't spiritual at all coming in and they're just like, I want to learn how to make more money in my business or whatever it happens to be. But obviously, with the coaching aspect, it can be for people that are looking to come into the coaching industry and want to have some powerful tools to help people achieve their goals, which is basically what a coach does. Um, and so it is really like the root cause therapy is like, okay, we look at the past and we heal the past and move forward. Embodied processing, which is like another course that the Center for Healing does, is really about how do I feel safe in my body now and how do I feel? And then the trauma informed manifestation coaching is, okay, how do I create a future and actually allow that into my reality and allow myself to create a life that will be incredible. So yeah, we have kind of people coming floating through that way as well. But like I said, you don't need any prior experience, or if you are experienced in other things, this is a whole different way to approach helping clients achieve their goals.
Hmm. Thank you. And can you go a little bit deeper into what is the win for a student, when she do does the course?
He, she, they, them. So
Yeah.
yeah, I find it hard to keep up as well. So it's really about, well, like I said earlier, the course was originally created for people to be able to just manifest in their own lives. So I mean, like 80% of it is going on your own journey, which you have maybe experiencing. And so it's going on your own journey. So then when you go to help others and teach others, it's coming from an embodied place where it's because the methods that I put in there are actually, you don't need someone to do it on you. You can
Yeah.
actually do them yourself. And so it doesn't require you to go find another trauma informed manifestation coach, although I am encouraging that, of course. But it's really a self development course as well. And um, and then but then I have like, this is how you would facilitate sessions and the emails that you send them and like how you sell from the heart and things like that. So they're really getting that, even if they just do it for themselves, and you can like share your experience, but it is your own manifestation and healing journey. And then yeah, just to top it off, you can decide if you want to facilitate with others, or if you're coming in just to facilitate with others, you will get a journey out of it yourself. So that's the kind of win-win there. You can't not get something out of it, you know? Um, yeah.
It's impossible. Just if you start it, it's really so much is changing to the better so fast, and all the understanding you get, it's just incredible. I mean, I thought I know quite a bit, but sure, we never stop learning, but it was like boom, boom, like what? I did not know this and that, like yeah, it was really good. So I was, yeah, like I said, it's I kind of could see this when I before I signed up, that this um for example, it's affordable, I find. I know some people are whinging, oh, but if you compare it, it's really not, and it's affordable. And the lifelong learning and everything, it's yeah, I felt at home with you guys, and yeah, still do, and very happy that you do what you do. Okay, and then talking about trauma, it's trauma informed. Most people don't know that they have trauma. They don't actually know that it must not be some shock or some horrible event. It's
Mm,
they often can't remember, and it can be heaps of little things that happened, and they just think it's kind of normal.
yeah.
So, what would be a short explanation for people who haven't heard of what trauma is or means, and also maybe tap into what it means for business?
Mm. Yeah, so I can totally identify with what you're saying because I was like that. So I had no idea that I had experienced trauma. I thought I had a really good life and I would think of all the positives, even though I had so many coping mechanisms and sabotages and blaming everyone else, right, for my current reality. And so I totally empathize with people and understand. And, we have our parents on a pedestal often. Often, a lot of our childhood memories can get blocked out. And like you said, they can't remember. But that can actually be a symptom of trauma. And yeah, like you said, trauma isn't just huge, and it certainly is, but it isn't just having a huge car accident or rape and things like that. And they are certainly traumas. But also, it's just trauma is something that happens where you don't feel safe enough to express how you're feeling and you don't feel safe in general. And so, if something happens to you, you're 2 years old and you're getting yelled at by a huge adult and you've got no one there to hold you, help you process it, that gets imprinted on the body, and that you go into freeze response or you go into shutdown and you don't feel safe and you can't do anything. You're like a deer in headlights. And so these stresses that happen to us and these moments where we feel unsafe growing up, and these any moments of pain like that we didn't have anyone there to help us process because we can't self-soothe, they're traumas as well. Sometimes it's, what happens to us and what doesn't happen to us is a trauma. Maybe for me, I guess you would say, emotional neglect. Like no one asked how I was feeling, how was school. Like I was bullied all the way through primary school. I was all alone. I never had like friends and things like that, but I'd get home and I'd just feel the same at home, like because and and that's like an ongoing sense of like I have no support in my life. And so that in itself, like I had to work through things like that. And it's not always the big things, it's general things that did or didn't happen to us that can, yeah, often get blocked out. And of course, we remember good things in our lives as well. Most of us can, but the bad things often get suppressed and then they kind of leak out into our lives now. And I have so many clients that, they might be in their 50s, 60s, and we're going back to when they were two and it's still affecting them today, or in the womb, or things like that. And so that's being trauma informed, is understanding that every single person has probably experienced pain, stresses, and trauma in their life, and it can affect their behaviors, what they do, and how they express themselves and how they interact in relationships. So, having that awareness as a coach and being able to notice when someone, you can be a coach and be like, just do this, and they start procrastinating, they can't do it. Instead of yelling at them more, it's kind of like, what's going on for you? Let's see if we can shift this resistance, see if something that's happened to you in your life that is stopping you from feeling like it's safe to be seen, or something like that, for you taking action on this. So it's a very gentle way to coach, and a trauma that's being trauma informed, basically.
Okay. And could you go a little bit more into business? So there's
Oh, yes,
somebody.
sorry. Yep.
No, it's all right. Just if somebody is, I mean, you said it already, but I just want to
Yeah.
talk a little bit more about it. Like, there are so many business starters and they fail so often, and then they give up or whatever. So, like, if you want to start a business, what is the most important thing, the most important step to do to make it work?
Okay, so for me, and my experience with helping other people in business, is that number one, you need to, and this is the process anyway in trauma informed coaching, to connect with a vision. Because if you don't have a big vision to connect with, whether it's in the next 10 years, 50 years, whatever it is, you're a big vision of like that bang that you get, like, yes, this is what I'm meant to be doing, and being able to connect with that. If you don't have something like that, then the world will just whoosh you around. You don't have anything to pull towards. When you have that big vision, when you go through the ups and downs, which you will in business and as a human, right? wi- but you've got that tether to the vision, so the ups and downs, you know, it's just a part of the journey. If you that vision pulls you, it pulls you to keep going, and so it allows you to have resilience. It allows you to feel like and understand that failures aren't failures. It means that you're trying, and that's great, and to keep going. That resilience to keep going. Like I will eventually get to this point. I know that I will, and this is just a part of the journey now. And having that kind of optimism of like, in my body, this feels like very scary. I feel like giving up, but that vision just keeps pulling you along, and then working on clearing those resistances along the way, and using your intuition. It is like way better than Google. Your intuition, if you work with your intuition in business, you save so many years and so much money. I promise you. I promise you. And the thing is with your intuition, it doesn't always make logical sense. It it'll tell you to do stuff that you really don't want to do, right? But this is where we grow, and we're here to grow. And so, you know, sometimes I have to like answer an angry customer or something, for example, and I'm asking my intuition, what should I do? And it's like that annoying wise parent that's like, yep, you should do what they're saying. And you're like, oh, no, no. But it's the wiser part of you, and it's connected to everything. And so for example, with that example, it's making me step into leadership, being ethical, making sure I'm doing things in the right place, and not coming from my ego and letting my inner children run the business. Okay. Not and so what can happen is that if we're not listening to our intuition, our limiting beliefs are running the business. I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, you know, I fear failure, I fear success, which is like a big one. um, and I would end this kind of segment in regards to business with money is a big part of business, and it's a massive effing trigger. It's such a trigger for so many people, because often there's stress around money growing up, or there's a lot connected to it, or there's belief systems connected to it. And so, or conditioning, like we're conditioned to be employees through the school system. And so when we go, okay, now I'm going to charge people money, like I've had a few employees where I had to ask them for 2 weeks. I'm like, can you send me an invoice? Like, and they're freaking out, like they've never sent an invoice or asked for money directly. They've always just got to pay, right? A pay slip or whatever. And so it's like those little things actually are really, really important. Being able to notice where you're having glass ceilings, like noticing how much you're allowing yourself to make, to save. Because if you're running a business, that's the lifeblood of the business. It allows it to keep going. So we need to create a new relationship with money through that, and being able to ask for money. I say a business is born when you have your first paying client, right? And so that for for me, I'm really passionate about the money side because it allows us to be able to relax in our life while we can continue to do this very important work and share what we're downloading. Um, and it allows me to have space and time so I can meditate and I can share information that is coming from the universe, you know? And so this is why it's even regulating for the nervous system to feel financially secure. This is why it's important. And businesses fail. Why do they fail? Because they're not making money, right? And so, as triggering as this is for people, if they can work on that relationship, it's really going to help their business. Of course, it's not the number one thing, but you know, there's other things like making sure that you're delivering really, you know, what you're saying that you're delivering, that you're looking after your customers, like, you know, you continue to learn and work on yourself. Like that's obviously important, but yeah, the vein of the business is the money that comes through. And so I do have a lot of that kind of sprinkled through the course because I am passionate about it, and I know it's taboo, I guess, in the spiritual world. But I think unless we're all gonna be like living in villages again and just
Yeah.
foraging for food every day, it's a reality that we need to that's how we forage now. We need money to buy food. So yeah, that's my little rant
Thank you,
about
Alexandra.
this.
Very good. Yeah, so you basically said already what it does internally for the person. So also the nervous system is changing. So the person feels totally different. Yeah, it's so much is happening from our state of how we feel.
Mm.
Yeah, so how would you describe a person like that? It was like before and that after, just from the state of feeling or nervous system, just
Yeah,
quickly.
like I definitely know there's some students, they were like workaholics before. They um, definitely had beliefs and things like that that they had to work really, really hard and to push and force and be deceptive and things like that to make money. And then once they completed the course, they realized it was safe to not just work all day and to have a life outside and actually create a life that would be relaxing for them but also abundant for them. And yeah, feeling safe to do so, not feeling like you have to just constantly be pushing and working in that hustle mentality. It's a different way to create your life and to create abundance and yeah, to be like a human, not just a coach or not just a business owner. It's a lot of people get that balance out of it, I believe, and they're actually saving so much energy because, like I said, when they follow their intuition, they're cutting off so much unnecessary. This shiny object. Oh, I should do this, and getting influenced by everyone else and going all around rather than just be like, okay, this is what I need to do for the next year. My intuition saying, do it this way. And you're working 2 hours instead of 20, like all of a sudden, and you're getting the same results. And so that's a lot of what I hear. Or even just breaking through income ceilings is one as well. And allowing the good in when our nervous system trusts that we can have what we want and it's okay to have what we want and it's safe to have what we want, then all of a sudden the good things start coming into their lives as well.
Thank you. So different topic. So the coaching market is quite saturated. So so what is the difference really to other coaches or coaching strategies? Why is trauma-informed manifestation so outstanding?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you touched a lot already, just in a few words, maybe a
Yeah,
summary.
when I read that question before the interview, I'm like, that's just a belief, Alexandra, that it's saturated. There's enough for everyone.
No, I just heard it recently, and I thought, no, I don't let them put me off.
Yeah, I mean,
So many coaches out there.
it's a multi-billion dollar industry now and it's just
Mm,
growing and growing and it's not just the people like that sign up for coaching, it's a lot of coaches have coaches as well and it's just continuously growing and there's enough for everyone. There's when it's only saturated when we kind of copy other people or we're not like being
yeah,
our authentic selves because then we're not
mm,
going to attract the people that are waiting for us. There's so many people waiting for us that need our exact experience and energy. I mean, the coaching certificate is like a piece of paper and it's got the tools, but at the end of the day, it's like people waiting for someone just like you on
mm,
their journey. And they're in that sense, because when I started, I thought there was competition, and then the longer I go on my journey, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's literally no competition. Especially when you go towards being authentic and trying your best to be authentic. And I'm not like fully there. It's like a lifetime journey, and I'm aware of that too. um,
mm,
but yeah, I think that what sets it apart is that combination of having that trauma awareness, and then also embodying the manifestation with it, because it's like, yeah, usually they're just two different schools. You're either doing trauma healing or you're a manifestation law of attraction person. And so if you're someone that's like, we need both, then this is like, it's it's actually, and I'm sure there's other courses similar, and I think you sent me one, and you were like, oh, they use your name. I'm like, no, no.
Yeah.
I think it's, yeah. Again, there's no competition because they're gonna come, like, there's gonna be different things, like, different energy. But yeah, it's those two combinations for people that are, yeah, just aware, like become aware, or are aware of both schools of thought and how to integrate those. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so being trauma informed, but also do the healing. So this is basically the mix of both is what it makes it work
Yeah, it's
so
really
well.
addressing like the past and
Mm.
the future, but it is more focused on the future, with only shifting in the past what we need to if there's a block in the future, and not getting stuck in a healing cycle, that could just go on forever. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, creating a life and being able to feel good in our life and have what we want. Um, yeah, so
Yeah,
that's it.
thank you.
Yeah.
Um, I can't get enough of it, so I keep asking.
That's okay.
Mm, so can you tell us a little bit more about the course itself? Like a bit more details, what you put in there and why?
Yeah, sure. So in the course, there is quite a bit of theory. And so there's the explaining of how, like, what is happening in the background when we're manifesting, right? Or what is happening in the background when we're blocking taking action, or when we keep attracting something that we don't want in our life, right? Like our nervous system, I see it like an antenna. And so I go in and explain all of that, and how the universe, I like to call it the orchestra of the universe, is conspiring to try and help you and bring you your desires, but like, how are we blocking that? But then there's also actual processes of, and guided meditations and activations, like tapping into our vision, tapping into, what would be the best thing to call in, and then somatic processes to start shifting our human selves so it can become aligned with what we want to attract, and to really accelerate that. And I guess, to use the manifestation word, quantum leap. Like, how do we actually quantum leap? What does that look like? And one of the biggest things that I wanted to teach in the course is, like, where a lot of people give up, is the void, the time, the processing time. So we make it this intention of, this is what I want, but our current vibration obviously doesn't match that, because otherwise we would already have it or be the person that has that. And so there's an in between time of, like, nothing's happening or everything's going wrong. And so people are like, oh my God, it mustn't be working. And they just give up. And this can be for business, relationships, whatever. And they just settle for what they have, because they don't understand this in between time processing, where the old vibrations have to shed to allow for the new vibrations and identity to come in, to have what we want. And sometimes it's just before we get there, we're like, nah, this doesn't work. And so I think explaining that, and I have a lot of people, because you can ask questions under each lesson. They're like, literally, I was going through that, and the next lesson you explain what I'm going through. Like, I know the process because I've embodied it for so long. They're like, you were like literally freaking me out, because it's like every single thing that is happening next, you've got an explanation for it. So it is that, really, that inner understanding of, like, okay, this is what is happening right now, and it's okay. Like, I don't have to give up or anything. I can keep going.
Yeah, that's very important to know. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. And is trauma-informed manifestation for everybody, like in the sense of, uh, I mean, some people have severe trauma and they easily get triggered. Is there anything they should do before they take the course, or is it safe to do for everybody?
Yeah, it's definitely like a touchy subject because if you say to someone that has been through a lot of trauma, you create your reality, like that is very invalidating of their experience. It's very triggering for them and they don't resonate with that obviously. And so I like to say, look, when you were a child, you didn't create your reality. You had no control, right? You were fully vulnerable with these people. And so that I totally validate that. But as adults, we are responsible to now reparent our inner children and to start to create the life that we want and try to step out of this victimhood and step into actually connecting with our inner power and understanding that we are the creators of our reality. And so with with that trauma informed lens, some people aren't ready to do this course. I've had some people comment in the course they couldn't do certain things in the course,
Mm,
like connect with their vision. And I say to them, do the next lessons because there is healing work in it. Do the healing, the inner child healing, do the
mhm,
resistance numbers, do those things, then come back to the connecting with your vision meditation. And that has
mhm.
worked fine. And so
Um,
yeah. And
mhm,
so some people just need to just wait a little bit, or I do refer through the course. I do believe that if you're in coaching, therapy, healing, that you should have a someone that you regularly see at least once a month. Not because there's anything wrong with you, but just because this evolution and growth that you're on, you are going to get triggered studying this, helping others, things like that. And so for those moments, it's good to have a safe space where you can help when you can start
yeah.
to work through these triggers. Because some people, like especially if they have a business, the business itself is a triggering thing and it will make you grow. So for business and for being on this journey and helping others on the journey, I refer through the course like if this is too much for you, do some work, come back. And it's lifetime access. So it's not
Mm,
like there's like a set urgency time where, oh, I have to complete it by this time. It's like you need to take 2 months off, do some healing work and come back. Totally, that is totally up to you. So yeah, I hope that kind of answers
yeah,
in
thank you.
relation
It
to
did. It did. It was good. Yeah, beautiful. Um, Now, I wanted to say something and now it dropped.
that.
It might come back later. So why is being aligned with the soul and soul's purpose so important?
Yeah, I think that a lot of issues in this world comes from feeling like we need to force things to happen in our lives or everything happens outside of us and we need to coerce or manipulate people to get what we want. Or if we're like really um do we can go the other spectrum and be like waiting for everyone to save us, validate us, to have what we want, and we're very docile and we don't take any action or make an impact in
Mm,
this life. So it can be two sides of the spectrum. So then being able to connect with your soul and realize this, you are connected to everything and how powerful you are, I think that is like one of the most important realizations to have because all of a sudden you've taken the steering wheel back over from your amygdala. Your amygdala is like the animal part of our brain that is just driven by sex, money, ego, trying to get what we want
um,
from others, right? And so that is like shifting away from that and shifting into being ethical. What is in the best, what's the best decision to make here for me, but is ethical for every, how does it positively impact everyone else? And also stopping judging everyone. Like if we realize that like when it's not like we can't stop judging people. We're going to do it naturally our whole life. But like if we are judging people, trying to make others change their behaviors to make us feel better, and constantly trying to change the world externally, we're never going to be happy. You know, we don't like it when people tell us what to do and how to change, but we expect it's okay to, you know, expect everyone else to change to make us feel more comfortable. So that is really disempowering when we constantly attach to those stories and waiting for everyone else to save us and to change, and to coming from empowerment and going, oh, I can change my reality. Everyone has free will, but I can change myself from within and what I attract, and that may or may not shift them, but that's not my responsibility, and I don't want to control people. And so, yeah, there's a huge like difference in that, and why it's so important to connect with our own energy rather than trying to take from others' energy.
I mean, if everybody would do that, I mean, society would change completely.
I know,
Oh my gosh, life could be so beautiful.
I
I
know.
mean, it is, but I mean, yeah.
But this is the kind of ripple effect, you know, when you take courses like this and when you awaken, and or similar ones, doesn't have to be ours, or when you tap into your own inner knowing, which is, I hope, the biggest gift that we give our students is, and the ripple effect of the, you know, their clients is having this awakening of themselves and realizing who they really are. And like you said, like where we can't fully change society overnight, but this ripple effect, this is what
Mm.
gets me up every morning, because I'm like, okay, if only one person shifts today, like I know it's going to positively affect everyone around them. And yeah, so it's just, it's a part of, I guess, like our mission and our realization, realizing that change comes from within, you know, from
Yeah,
ourselves first. Yeah.
absolutely. Um, what would it do with greed? Would people be less greedy too then, as a natural,
Mm.
yeah?
I think these kind of terms like greed, I think they're natural states of being a human, and sometimes we're greedy, like, you know, we're hiding extra chocolate in the cupboard from our husband
Yeah.
or something. Like we're all like we've got to own all these parts, you know, and so that we can integrate that. But like I was kind of saying at the start, this course is really about you connecting to your soul's mission and purpose. And that is not coming from fear. Greed comes from fear and scarcity. Like, no more is going to come in. I have to hoard all this. There's no like flow. Like, you know, when we receive money, it should be coming in and out, not just like hoarding it. It stops the flow of things. And so greed is like banking it up out of fear. So if we can look at it from a trauma informed lens, we can look at it compassion, like, oh, they're in fear that, you know, more may not come in, or you know they can't see past their own consciousness. They're not seeing how we're all connected, and how them keeping that from themselves will create a ripple effect of other people keeping their stuff. And if we were to open that up and open up greed, it would be wonderful, but you have to look at them like, oh, anything that comes to trauma, any behaviors that you see somebody doing, I literally ask myself, like, what happened to you when you were younger, like, for you to be like this? There's full compassion there. I see there's a child acting there, you know, and but we all do it too. Like, sometimes my 5-year-old tries to make relationship decisions or money decisions, and but I have to catch myself. And so, if we can look at them, yeah, with that compassionate lens, then it'll allow us to see where we can. Is there a mirror in us, something that we can shift? Why are we judging them so harshly? Where am I being greedy? And it, you know, it can be really healing for someone, for you to just have an unconditional space of unconditional love, rather than going, yeah, because then you're just feeding into the anger and the fear. So yeah, that's my kind of perception of it, I guess.
Yeah. Um, Very good. I really like it. So I think greed is a very important topic in society, and I'm really looking forward when this is changing. So um, Okay, and yet your personal vision of your uh, future work and lifestyle, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in this kind of stage. I'm doing a lot of healing work quite recently, and kind of just deciding like how I want to live day to day, and um, creating like a new vision. So I have my vision of like for our family, and I have the vision of the Center for Healing and how the big picture, and I've been connected to that since we opened in 2016, the big picture. But on the way to that, there's little milestones, and the little goals on the way to the bigger vision. I mean, this year I'm going to create self-healing protocols, so a self-healing course, purely for people that just want to have tools outside of when they work with someone to, nurture themselves and heal their inner children. Um, yeah, we just continue to update and innovate our current courses, and really at the moment in our business we're really looking at how can we nurture our students more that are already in the community. How can we make that a good experience, like better and better, like, for you guys. That's really what we're working on right now. Um, and then in terms of manifesting, yeah, I'm trying to manifest a family home for us, trying to let go of the human, the how, as best I can. As I messaged you guys that are in the course, how I'm doing that at the moment is looking at houses that are similar, looking at the price, noticing where my body freaks out, like I become dysregulated, and trying to regulate my nervous system and trying to make that amount normalized and normal. And I haven't got a fully set date or year that I want to manifest that. I'm kind of playing around with letting go of, it has to be manifested by June 2024. So, as I go on my evolution journey, then I teach you guys as well.
Yeah.
So my experience isn't just my experience.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's what we're
Yeah,
doing.
it's lovely how you share all this. And yeah, I remember what I wanted to say before, because you have this beautiful community, Facebook community, and peer groups and all these things. So we are never alone on our journey. So this is really, and you're very personal, like with things, it's not just what I really liked. It's not cold, it has a warm feeling to it, and welcoming and caring. So,
Yeah,
and
like behind the scenes, you don't like, because me and Ryan, obviously, this is our company, and we have different courses in the company, but we literally celebrate everyone that comes into our world. And we like, we get an email when someone signs up, we're like, oh my God. And Ryan and I like are so genuinely grateful for every single person that comes in, and that's something that we hope that you guys can feel
yeah,
when you come in. But not only that, that you, as best we can in an online experience,
yeah,
it's not the same as in person, but that's what happens when you have going to be like worldwide. As best as we can, yeah, to help people feel not only welcome but nurtured, and that lifetime access and support is a part of that, and something that we're committed to, which we didn't have to. We could say 12 months, that's it. But
mm,
because it's like so important for to as you grow, as you get different clients, as you need help with different things, and then also to become mentors yourself for the new people that come in. I think that's really important too, and that is organically growing at the moment. Where I'm like, I made the intention, I'm like, oh, we need support calls for each country, and then all of a sudden it's happening on its own. I'm like, oh, hey, like, thanks for making a support call in the UK. Like, do you want to make it official? Like, it's just, so I think, yeah, as the community grows, you guys are able to step up, the ones that have been doing it for a while, and help the next ones that come through, because something that really helped me earlier on, I guess through my career, but like starting this business, is that there is no hierarchy. We are all on the same level. I don't care who you are, what your title is. It's like we're just all humans just doing our best. We all have struggles. We all just want to feel safe and happy, and having respect for everyone on that level. I think that maybe comes through as well. But that's always been like, because I went from being a rebel and hating authority to like going the other way and going, there is no authority actually. You know, we're all on a level playing ground here, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. No, I totally love it. It's just one win. I don't know how many another wins. Yeah, there's so many wins. No, really, it is like that. Okay. What do you consider your greatest success from all the work you've done and with yourself and all the uh manifestation and healing you've done? Your greatest success now?
I think the fact that with this business, for me, it's just a reflection of Ryan. And like when I started on my own, I actually had a trigger the other day. I was sitting there and I had a flash, like a PTSD flashback of starting my business. And I remember I hadn't eaten for 2 days because I couldn't afford to buy food. And I went out for lunch with a friend and they only ate like half of it. And like he goes, I don't want it anymore. But I didn't have like I couldn't say, can I eat the rest of your food? Like,
No.
you know, but I was starving and I was like, because I couldn't buy food when we went out. And I look at that and I look at myself now, I'm like, thank you for keeping going and not giving up.
Yeah.
You know?
Thank you too. Yeah.
Um, and the amount of gratitude that I have that not to, that in an industry that you know, again, when I talk about money, it's like it's looked down upon. It's like being able to actually have a heart based business and not be stressed about money. I'm super grateful for that. And um, in my healing work and manifestation, I keep refining like, is this in alignment? Like, is this going to serve us and our customers? And checking in with that all the time. And also becoming a whole journey for me is becoming a kinder person to myself and to others. That's been a whole journey for me as well. So it's been the business and all the triggers that come with that. I feel very grateful and I feel like that has been a huge success and will continue to be. But also in my own inner journey is about how every day can I look after myself and be kinder to myself. And I think we like to say we're like really kind and nice, but internally we're like saying stuff about other people and that their souls can hear that, you know? And so it's like where is this bitterness coming from? And working through that. So in that sense, I've become a much kinder person. And that for me is a huge success with what I've been through, how I've been treated, what I've witnessed growing up, the models that I had as women in my life growing up, for me to be like much kinder and to let go of my walls and much softer person, that is a huge success to me
Mhm.
in itself. Yeah.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Very beautiful. Yeah, I'm always thinking when I'm getting a rant internally about somebody, think, oh no, I should not, like, yeah, because you wipe it out. I mean, they feel it. I mean, it's, yeah, true.
And saying, yeah,
Um,
and I mean that whole thing of like saying, oh, I should not feel this and shaming ourselves. It's going, this is interesting. Where is this coming from?
yeah,
And I mean, this is the whole healing journey, actually
yeah,
becoming
yeah, I
curious.
think then
Yeah.
it's my own, like, something within me. Otherwise, I would not do it, otherwise it would not come up. I think, ah, again, something.
It's
Okay.
this awareness, I was thinking that this morning, being aware is such a double-edged sword.
Mhm.
Of course,
Yeah,
it's incredible, but it's really freaking hard, like to be so
yeah,
self-aware all the time.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, just don't get stressed about it. Just, yeah,
Yeah,
one step at a time, you know. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, but also there is the wealth aspect, yeah, where people really criticize you a lot. And
Mm.
but could you say in a few words how you mean it all, like the wealth aspect in because we are so used to wealth means disbalance or
Mhm.
you know
Agreed.
rich and poor, all these things and greed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's I mean, I don't no one says it to I've only had a couple people say it directly. I hear it from people like you and stuff that inform me that people are saying this behind my back. And one of my friends said it so well. Actually, Fee, who's our tour guide for the Vietnam trip soon, he said, the taller the light, the bigger the shadow. So imagine like the taller the lighthouse, the bigger the shadow that it's going to cast. And so as we share more and be like share what's actually happening, share how well we're doing, it triggers the hell out of people that aren't that quite there yet. But it also inspires a lot of people as well to keep going. And so I need to, as a leader, I guess, in this aspect is, am I going to focus on the people that it's triggering? And are they self-aware enough to work on it? Or am I going to keep inspiring people that it's okay to be an abundant healer? Um, and it's because money is just an amplifier. So, when we have money, we're buying organic food, which increases the
Mhm.
organic industry and reduces pesticides that are used in the world. We're buying clothes that aren't made in sweatshops. We're buying local stuff. We're not trying to ask everyone for a discount all the time. It's like when you're not abundant, you spread that non abundance. So you're like, I don't have enough money for this. Can you give me a discount? All of a sudden, you've just shared your not abundance with that other person, and then they have less money to do what they want, and it just continually goes around. And it shares that scarcity around. Whereas I can pay for root cause therapists if I want to have sessions. I had a kinesiology session yesterday. I'm giving money to healers because I'm in
Mhm.
the industry and I love it and I'm on the journey. Um, I'm buying more ethical things. So it's like an amplifier of the good and the bad, right? That's all that money is. And so we have these beliefs that we look at someone with money, oh, they're so greedy, they must have you know,
Yeah,
done something
that's
bad, right? And because
yeah.
I mean, every show, every kids show and movie is like the rich person is the bad person. Like we're being conditioned to think that, and then so if you get more money in the hands of actually conscious and aware people, and especially more women, it's going to rebalance the world, I think, in a positive way. I mean, one of my personal goals that I've thought since I was like 6, 7 years old is like, I want to buy lots of land and make it a reserve. Like, I cry if I see all these trees knocked down. Like, I hate it. I'm so connected to the earth.
Mhm.
And I grew up kind of half in the bush as well. Like I used to spend hours by myself just in the bush connecting to nature. And so it depends what your intention is with money. Some people build a lot of wealth, but it's because they feel inadequate and they don't feel like they're enough and they're doing it from their wounds and they're trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get validation. And it's like a never ending pit of trying to get validation. And the money isn't used in like the most positive ways. Um, and so yeah, it's kind of like when I'm told about these things, I'm like, well, that's interesting. And sometimes it does make me want to withdraw and be like, well, you know,
No, no. No,
Um,
no, 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 I'm so sorry. No.
no, you don't have to say sorry. No, no. And I find it like, because for me, if something triggers me and I want to unfollow them, I'll unfollow them or I'll go into the trigger. Do you know what I mean? Um, but at the end of the day, like for me, it's like the healing work, that's not about money, but manifestation is about getting what you want. And so it's kind of like for that course, I will share, it depends what container you're in. But yeah, for that course, I will share what I'm manifesting. Like it's a part of what I'm teaching. For the root cause therapy, I will share about business because for me, I feel like you can only support the amount of people that come in. Like if you want to become a root cause therapist, but you get one client in 6 months, like are you really making the impact that you want to make? Do you want to see more clients? And
Mm,
that's why we have the business training in there because it's like, okay, I know you want to do it full time. Let's get it out there. Let's get it out there. And so, yeah, I think that's my kind of take on it.
yeah, very good. Thanks. Yeah, I really want people to know, your background, what's driving you. I find that very important to understand you more deeply.
Yeah.
Um, okay, and I mean, you also have more levels to RCT. Just quickly, I just want to quickly tap on the whole package, like RCT level 2 and the ideal weight and things like that. So there's much more to it, to the RCT and manifestation package. So it's a
Oh, yeah.
really it's good for really everything. We talked a lot of business and that, but it's really for all human needs. You can use it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, yeah, there's a bundle if you want to get both, if you want to have like the root cause therapy, the past and the future. I mean, the root cause therapy, you can help people with their mental health, addictions, physical issues, relationship issues, self-body image issues, like basically any behaviors or symptoms that they're experiencing, um, that the framework allows you to adjust for exactly what the client needs, and it's helping that client to tap into the intelligence of their mind and their body, and it will show what you need to work on, and you're just kind of the guide in those sessions to help them heal and then help them process what wasn't processed basically during those stressful moments and traumas so they can finally let that go. And then in the level 2, it's like, how can you work on the deeper level with the soul? How can you work with animals and children and physical issues and hands-on healing and things like that? So that's in the level 2. And then the trauma-informed manifestation coaching, if you want to work on your own health, your own relationships, your circumstances, just
Mhm.
in general, like
Everything.
your
Yeah.
human self. Like imagine she's a little doll, or she's your daughter or your son or whatever. Are you like, if you're coming from the most self-loving part, are you happy with your current circumstances, or does that environment or circumstance need to change? Those kind of things. And then, yeah, obviously like the money and the business and stuff, but also, finding love. Like when I manifested Ryan, I didn't actually let him in for like 6 or 7 months. I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about the other day, and he's like, yeah, then you finally came to your senses. I'm like, shut up. I had heart walls. Like, he was like,
Oh
I
yeah,
get
I
him.
know
He was
about heart
waiting.
walls. Oh my gosh, yeah. They
Yeah. He said, he was like really wanting to like approach me, but because we were working together in the business every day, and I knew he kind of liked me and I liked him, but I was like, had all these rules, like, no, we have a business
yeah,
together, like, you are my
yeah.
client before, like all of these things. I'm like all these rules, and then he said he went in the float tank one day and he spoke to one of his guides, like he went on a journey and spoke to
Oh,
his spirit guide, and his spirit guide said, just keep waiting a little bit
good,
longer for her. I'm like, thanks,
good
John. His
guy.
name's John. I'm like,
Good,
thanks, John.
good guy.
Because I just needed that little bit more time because I had been through so many toxic relationships. So also the fact that he was a safe guy and a really nice person, and I was in so many toxic relationships. So to actually let that goodness in and to actually
Yeah.
like didn't feel normal for my nervous system to have someone safe. It didn't feel as exciting and up and down. That was like a whole journey in itself, allowing something good in that didn't feel like normal, you know? Um, so there's all of that in there. It's like, again, it comes down to actually giving yourself permission to have what you want, connecting with the highest version of that, and then allowing that goodness to come in to your life, you know?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's like, how do I want to feel? Like, don't worry, like, talk about a car, a house, a partner, blah, blah, blah. How do I want to feel in my life? You know, do I want
Mm,
to feel like grounded, peaceful, fulfilled, driven? Like, that's what it all comes down to, with
mm,
healing work and with manifesting work, is like, does it feel comfortable like in this moment? Like, do I feel safe and happy and fulfilled? And, you know, and it's going to be different for each person because you can't be like, oh, this is your star sign, this is your purpose. It's like so individual, you know.
yeah.
It's so much more deeper than that, and the reason why we've come into this life.
Mm,
And to understand that negative things aren't always negative. They're just like moments of challenge to allow us to grow. And so some people are
mm,
like, my life's really good, my life's really bad, and they're not seeing the nature of the positive and the negative at the same time, or what is coming in to help them. And so being connected to all of this allows us to see it's just a part of the journey. Yeah.
yeah. Very good. Hmm. I really hope that many people watch this video because your messages are just so wonderful, really. And I think you have a big impact on people and people's lives and society the with the time for sure. So I'm happy to support that. Um, yeah, just to summarize it a little bit. I mean, we are creators. We are creative beings, creators. We have the power to change whatever we want. But there is this being trauma informed so important, and also the knowledge about the healing hangovers we can have, like and people get really scared. It's not only because it takes so long, or I mean, you said it kind of before that we feel bad and then we give up, and but really to pull through these healing hangovers and don't overestimate them so much.
Yes. And I think that can scare people sometimes. Like a healing hangover is just like you're detoxing
Mm,
uncomfortable emotions that haven't processed in your body for decades, and it comes out in 3 or 4 days. Okay, so it's not pleasant, but I always say to people, hold on. I swear the other side is incredible. It's amazing. You'll feel so much lighter. And it's it's like just it's a part of it, you know.
mm,
Don't have anything too big planned, and trust that it's detoxing. And also like the beauty of the processes is that we do is that we're always asking permission of what the body can handle. So it's not going to be too much for someone. It's there. We're just like kind of guiding, but we're getting that permission, and their body is going, this person can handle doing this. Does it feel like that we can? No, but if you're just doing what I was originally taught was like reframing, because root cause therapy is based on timeline therapy. But all I was taught there was like reframe it, but there was no somatic experiencing or releasing of
mm,
emotions. So I was reframing for 6 months. I didn't feel my body for 6 months. I was so disconnected. Because just trying to think positive, and just like manifestation, just trying to think positive, do affirmations and reframe how you're feeling, we're adding more suppressed emotions to our body. And this is like energy has to keep moving. And if it gets stuck, it turns into physical issues, coping mechanisms, behaviors, substance abuse. It turns into binge eating, things like that, because we don't, there's like so much we have to keep pushing down and suppress and avoid. Being connected to our bodies and finally releasing these emotions and these resistances, and also just getting to know like introspection, like what is happening inside my body right now? How do I actually feel? Rather than just trying to conceptualize everything. It is so freeing. It is the most freeing thing you'll ever do in
Yeah.
life.
Absolutely
So just
is.
positive
Yeah.
thinking isn't enough. You've got to like, it's got to
No.
be like a both, doing both, you know?
Yeah. Totally true. Yeah, it's just a little bit sad when people like get scared, and don't understand it deep enough. So it's very
Mm.
important as a coach or a therapist to explain that properly and yeah, resource that and help them through. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've worked.
I was actually saying that to some my kinesiologist yesterday. She's like, people come in and they think it's just like fun, like a healing, like she's like it's the one of the hardest journeys that you have. And I said, yeah, when we had people come to the healing center, we warned them, we're like, this is very intense work.
Yeah,
But
they
so
have to
many,
be ready.
but then so many people like, I want it even more now because I'm sick of they're sick of the shit in their life, and they're sick of
Yeah,
feeling how they're feeling and not knowing how they're feeling, and like having all these negative patterns and things continually happening to them. And so it's so liberating for them to stop having to deal with it externally in their life for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, and start dealing with it internally. Yes, you feel like shit for a week, but it completely shifts things externally for the better. So it's so worth it.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stunning, actually. It's really stunning. So people are like, what? That was it after the healing over, like, what?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It's like it's
And
I
that's
love
even
it
like
so
root cause therapy. It's like we actually write down how they were feeling or what they went through, because they'll come
yeah,
back the next
exactly.
week and they forgot they even felt like that because it's so integrated and
Yeah.
gone, or that
Yeah,
they
that's
even did
fantastic.
that behavior. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they can't even remember. That was a few weeks ago. That was what I said, or
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can't remember
exactly.
even, it's totally gone. Yeah.
Exactly.
Um, okay, so I mean it's not about becoming perfect or something, but like more can you say more balanced, like in the middle, like not these
So
extremes kind
what I like to say is, yeah, I mean, definitely balance. But what I like to say is,
of
it's like our little soul comes into the world perfect and beautiful and its own essence, our own deep essence. And then all this stuff happens to us and it just like stacks on. So by the time we get to our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, it's like we don't even know who we are. And there's like so many parts of us which are like disconnected. There's so many, like we have like 20 personalities based on what's happening. We have all these masks that we put on depending who we're around. Like we're people pleasing, or we're, holding grudges for someone for 10 years and we're not letting things go. And this dulls our light inside. And so this process isn't about becoming perfect or about becoming someone that we're not at all. What it is, it's actually like reconnecting with who we really are and peeling back those onion layers of things that happen to us, why we have these coping mechanisms or limiting beliefs, like that moment that happened when we were in year 10 at high school, where we got shamed and laughed at or something,
Mm,
and that's still affecting us today, and it created a limiting belief that's still affecting us today. That wasn't us, and that happened to us. And so as we heal that, we can let go of like whatever behavior that's caused or the inaction that it causes now, because we're afraid to feel that shame again. So we peel that back, and then all of a sudden, like for me, like I said before, I failed, pretty much nearly failed high school. I was like a rebel. I was like taking drugs. I was like doing all these things. I was in toxic relationships. I was, if people will say to me, like, even my dad was like, "Oh, you're not very smart, so just marry someone rich," or all this stuff. But when I started doing the healing work, I'm like, "Oh my God, I think I am smart." It's like I was just disassociated from the trauma growing up and I couldn't concentrate at school. Like,
Yeah.
I probably would have
Mm.
been diagnosed with ADHD. Like, I literally could not sit there and concentrate, and I would always be mucking around and talking and like being a hassle for the teachers or like not even going to school, you know? And like
Mm.
when I started to release these limiting beliefs, it's like realizing I am good enough. Like, I I am worthy of love. Oh,
Yeah, you are.
yeah,
You
and
are.
I am capable, and I mean, even in my healing session yesterday, she's like, "Oh, you don't have much confidence. I'm going to give these confidence drops," and I'm like, I don't think people will think that, like, that I don't have any confidence. But I found another layer yesterday that will make me even more confident because it's just being okay with who I am. It's okay to be me. It's safe to be me. It's safe for people to hear my voice. And that is the journey of just like, it's okay to be you. It's safe to be you and share how you feel and speak your mind and do something that you feel passionate about. I think that's what it's about.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and you help so many people on their journey to get there too, including me. So, I mean, who would have known, ask me a few months ago, I would have said no way, but I'm here now. And okay, is there anything else you would like to say, or anything about your future projects, or just in a few words to round
Yeah.
it all?
Well, oh, you did ask me what books to suggest, and I wrote a little list.
Oh, yeah.
If you do want me to share still, like in relation to manifesting, if maybe you can't afford the
Yeah.
course yet and you want to start the journey.
Mhm.
And these aren't really, like I said, there's no, maybe I should write another book, but there's no combination of that I found of the trauma healing and the manifestation. So you're going to have to like buy separate books basically, but
Mhm.
that's obviously in the course. But if you can't afford that yet, for the manifesting books, look at Neville Goddard. They say he's like the grandfather of manifesting. So I think he's from the 1930s or 40s. He was talking about manifestation. And yeah, he's got lots of books and lectures. Um, and Ozzy, that's written a book. The book really helped me early on in my journey, and it's about connecting with your purpose. Is called Light is the New Black, and that her name's Rebecca Campbell. And that's really good for people just starting out. Like, what is my purpose, and how do I connect with it? The other one that really helped me in relation to understanding like the universe and how it tries to conspire to help us. I mean, it's just reflecting
Yeah.
back our beliefs about ourselves. It's The Universe Has Your Back by Gabby Bernstein, but Bernstein
Mhm.
or Bernstein, either pronunciation. And then I pulled some off my bookshelf because I was like running around before our interview. I'm like, wait, this one and
Ah. Oh, okay.
Deep
Deeper.
Opera, yeah, the Seven Spiritual Laws of Success. And this is helpful for people to integrate the spirituality with success and how they feel about that and wealth. And like for him, it's like people, even what was her name? Oh, can't remember her name, but she was a nun. I think she's in Australia. I think her name was Mary or something. And even
Mhm.
you think about Eckhart Tolle, you think about all the spiritual teachers that you know about, they are very wealthy, you
Yeah.
know? And so we don't look at them for their wealth, but they're super wealthy. And they're wealthy because they have had the grit and the confidence to keep putting the message out there. and people know about them. And so money is just in response to the value that they give to the world. They're willing to be interviewed on TV, they're willing to write books, they're willing to show up, show up, show up, and not wait for people to come and find them. Wealth is just a reflection of our willingness to be creative and to put ourselves out there. And I think if we demonize it, it's often because we're afraid to put ourselves out there. So anyway, and this explains that in depth. So it's called A Happy Pocket Full of Money. And
Yeah, that's
why do you have this?
no, not yet.
Oh, not yet. Yeah, so it's very spiritual. I don't know who's watching this if you're spiritually inclined. It talks about wealth consciousness and the subconscious, and really like looking at it from a very spiritual perspective, downloading ideas from the universe. And like I said, there's that willingness to be creative and to share those creations, and then wealth will reflect back to you. So it's, for example, cause and effect, law of the
So,
universe, receiving from the universe, things like that.
so basically, in short, heal the traumas, become creative, become wealthy. Like
It's just
in
let
very
yourself
short.
have a good human experience. Like, why suffer? You don't have to.
We all can be wealthy, yes.
Yeah, and we can impact in a positive way. It's just a reflection of the value that we give, that we're willing to share. That's all it is. And healing our traumas just helps us feel safer to put ourselves out there and create a positive impact.
So the positive impact, willing to create a positive impact. Yeah, and then it comes back, sure. It's logical in a way, but sometimes,
No, but that's how I teach. I like to share
Yeah.
both the logical and the illogical for either people, yeah. It's simplifying it, but and there's a lot of things to be aware of. But I think a lot of people try to manifest blindly or just think they're going to change their life by just healing trauma. And I think that's what inspired me to bring this course together. Yeah. So, I mean, I did a breathwork healing a couple of months ago, and I was just absolutely bawling my eyes out because my inner child just said, "Thank you for everything you've done for me."
Oh.
I'm gonna tear up again just thinking about it. It was
Yeah,
just,
I can feel it. Like,
and I was just like, "Oh my God!" It was just this sense of like, you're welcome. Like, yeah, it has been for you, you know. And the more healed our inner children are, the more functioning, positive, loving adults we're going to be, and we're going to heal that next generation as well. So yeah.
It needs it very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very wonderful, Melissa. Thank you so much for sharing all this with
Of
me, with us.
course. Thank you. It's students like you that, help us keep going, and you don't realize how much you energetically support us and the community. And so thank you. And
Yeah, because I can see the value, because I see what it does, because it gives so much hope and so much, I can see what the impact could do. So it's totally worth supporting this, and the more people know and understand, the better.
And
Yeah.
you're already experiencing, like, you being supportive of us. You're getting supported, you're getting clients, you're getting out there as well. And if we just keep helping each other and supporting each other, wanting the best for other people, the universe will just reflect that back to us. Because,
Yeah,
you
it is
yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, and I had to get 55 years old to find this door. I was looking for so long. I mean, I did steps and learned a lot, and I had my healing journey. So, but this was really this that opener. Yeah, I was looking for. It was the turning point.
Yeah.
So thank you for that again. And okay, so if somebody wants to know more about Melissa, the Center for Healing, the website is thecenterforhealing.com. There's also a directory if you want to find practitioners or coaches. And there are also courses like free courses and pre-courses and master classes, and yeah, for having a deeper look. Yeah, that's it for today. Or is there anything else you would like to say? Or
No, and also, Alexandra, I'll give you some of your own links so if people can sign up with your own discount code as well, so they can come through you if they want to do the course as well.
yeah, the affiliation program. Yeah, I have that. Yeah, if somebody wants a code from me, absolutely, yeah, get 2% off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
No worries.
Okay, Melissa.
Okay,
See you
thank
another time then. Bye.
you. Bye.